welcome back or welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. As you guys can see, I have some new hair to share with you guys. I'm so excited about this hair. I tried some hair similar to this color a while back. I'll like insert a photo, but that was actually a synthetic wig, so I literally only got to wear it for like a little bit amount of time, and I just kind of took those photos and that was like about it. But this hair is human hair. I love that it actually has a like tighter kind of curl and wave to it, so it's a little bit more natural looking and looks like it could be my hair, and it's just really beautiful. So basically in today's video I'm going to be unboxing this wig for you, showing you exactly how it came to me from start to finish, and then I am going to go ahead and show you guys the hair a little bit up closer, tell you guys a little bit about it, give you guys my first impression, and also kind of like an initial review. I might leave some timestamps if it's like super broken up and I kind of keep the video organized. I'll leave timestamps down below in the description box, but I will also have the specs on this wig as well as like a little list of like my pros and cons kind of ran through, and then also the link to this wig linked down below in the description box, as well as any other promo codes I have with any companies, and my Instagram down below if you're interested. I also have a separate vlog and ASMR channel, so I will leave those linked down below as well. Whew. That was a lot. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I'm gonna start with the unboxing of the wig, and then we'll get into the specs, the hair, and everything like that a little bit later on. You guys can see the front of the box just has their logo on it. The back has some hair care tips and kind of like how to take care of the hair and info, as well as like their website and information. When you open up the box, they did send the wig in a separate plastic bag as well as a few goodies. They sent over some lashes as well as a pink bonnet, and they also just sent this little Christmas gift. It's kind of like a little case or holder that you can use to hold kind of anything. So the wig did come in a separate plastic bag, and they did have a little sticker on the outside that told you the length of the wig, which is 20 inches. The wig had a hairnet around it as well as like this standard kind of like white tissue paper inside to help keep the shape of the wig cap. This is their Jerry Curly lace front wig, and it is in number 10. It's not a full lace wig, so it just has lace from ear to ear, and then there was a little bit of lace in the back as well. And then there's just tracks in the center of the wig. There's 3 combs, 2 on the side, 1 in the center, and then there is 1 comb in the back as well as adjustable straps in the back of this wig. So this wig is super high quality and very well constructed in terms of like the cap construction, the lace, how clean it is, and also just the quality of the lace itself. It is really transparent, and because of the color, it's kind of already bleached, which is really nice. It looked really good up against just like my hand. I didn't go ahead and completely wash this wig, but I did go ahead and wet it a bit to kind of play with and define the curls. I wanted to see what the curls were gonna look like with it a little bit wet, so I did go ahead and do that before installing this wig, but I didn't go ahead and fully like wash the wig prior to installing. I kind of just added some water and kind of like finger combed the wig because I personally wanted to see how this curl pattern was gonna hold up. I did install this wig using the Ghost Bond Supreme glue. I didn't leave any of my hair out. I just completely installed it around the perimeter, and then I did go ahead and just add some baby hairs. I didn't cut this wig, add layers to it, bleach the knots, add any powder to the lace or anything. I literally just added and like gelled down my baby hairs with some Got2b glue, and literally just installed this wig. Underneath, my hair is just braided down and like sewed up to just be like kind of placked, but I don't even have the wig sewn down or anything. It's literally just glued on straight out of the pack. Like I mentioned, I did go ahead and wet it a little bit, and then I am gonna show you, I did apply a few products to this wig to kind of just define the curls a little more. This wig is in a color number 10, so it's kind of like this light brown, dirty blonde kind of color. It's coming up on camera a lot more orange and warm tone than it actually looks in person, so I am gonna insert some photos in like different lighting so you guys can see what the hair looks like in different lighting. It also is advertised as their Jerry Curly wig. Now I will say that I don't really think this is Jerry curl. The wig is definitely curly and has the wave to it, but it is definitely far from a Jerry curl. I would say this hair is a bit more like a natural wave or water wave texture, and I feel like it probably was a jerry curl prior to bleaching or dyeing or processing this hair to get it to be this color, but the texture that it's left with is definitely more of a natural wave, so I will just say that off the bat. But nonetheless, I'm extremely happy with the way this wig looks. I'm extremely happy with the curl pattern and the wave pattern that it is left with, because again, I feel like oftentimes there aren't many curly or wavy textures that are lightly colored that you can find just pre-sold, already done, that you can just purchase. So again, I love this for that reason, the fact that it is a lighter colored wig and it came just like this. I didn't have to do any processing to the hair or anything to get it this color, but it also still has a nice texture, which looks a little bit more natural for me, which I personally really enjoy. So I did notice that the curl pattern on the rest of the wig is a little bit different than the curl pattern that's on the closure or the top area of the wig. I feel like the curls up here are much looser, much more wavy, and the curls at the bottom are a lot more defined. I, again, don't really have a problem with this personally. I feel like a lot of wigs, especially curly ones, usually look so uniform and defined, and if you are someone who has wavy, curly, or textured hair, you know that you usually have different curl patterns and textures on your hair. So again, I'm not too picky with that, but I do want to point that out. I think it helps to actually, again, make the wig look more natural, look like it's really my hair, and you know, like some of my hair might be different curl pattern than others, and it also still looks really good all together. I just noticed that, like looking closely at the hair, that there definitely is different texture down here than there is at the top, as you can see. So when I first wet the wig, like I mentioned prior, like straight out of the pack, just to kind of play around with the curls, I did also notice this, that some of the curls weren't kind of defining or curling up as much as others. So I did go ahead and apply some of this Just For Me natural hair nutrition. I use this on my natural hair all of the time to like really nourish and kind of define my curls a bit. So I just took a little bit of this, but I did want to let you guys know because I did put some of this in the hair and I think it helped to define the waves a little bit more. And then I also took a little bit of this Can2 Define and Shine Custard, and again, I focused this more on the top half of the hair to define the waves that weren't as curly as the others. And that's literally all I did to this hair to get it to look like this. So again, this hair is 20 inches. I'm gonna back up and turn around and show you guys what it actually looks like a little bit more. I come a bit closer and show you guys the lace in the front of the hair a little bit as well. So I did apply this like directly in front of my hairline, but again, I didn't leave any of my hair out, and I just used the hair on the front of the wig to create these baby hairs. This is how I do my natural hair, so this actually makes it look much more natural for me, I personally think. Any hairstyle I do, whether I'm wearing wigs or my natural hair, I always do my baby hairs like this, so that's definitely kind of a tell for me and helps my wigs look a little bit better. But I know not everyone's into the baby hair thing. But yeah guys, I am loving this wig. If you guys can tell, I'm in like such a great mood. It's making me feel good. It's definitely so different, and even looking at myself in the viewfinder, I look so different than I normally do, but I definitely really love it. And as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I recently moved to Hawaii. Be sure to check out my vlog channel to see my vlogs and keep up with my life a little bit in Hawaii. Self-plug, but not really, because I feel like you guys will just enjoy those videos. So I honestly just want you guys to watch them because I don't really show you guys content like that, and I want you guys to watch it. I think you'd enjoy. But yeah, this is definitely something a little bit different for me. I usually do like black or like platinum, so this is like somewhere in the middle, but I'm really loving it. So even though I just installed this wig, I am gonna go ahead and do kind of an initial review and run down my first initial thoughts and opinions on the wig. So starting with the cap construction and quality of the wig and hair, I definitely think it is very good. Like I mentioned, I just feel like the elastic band that was in the wig and just how the wig was sewn together was extremely seamless and high quality. So I definitely think the cap construction and the wig cap itself is high quality and really good. The hair itself is also really good quality and in good condition, considering that it has been dyed and processed to be this color and possibly also processed to be like this texture. So the hair is like healthy actually looking and soft and bouncy and full of life, which is definitely good. In terms of actual like curl pattern and texture, like I mentioned, I definitely think that the curls that are on like the entire wig cap are a little bit more defined and kind of more structured than the waves and curls that are kind of on the closure and top part of the wig. So that's the only thing I feel like personally that is kind of like a con or something that can be looked at as a con. Again, I mentioned it doesn't really bother me. I still think this hair looks really cute and it definitely looks really good. And I just added those products like I showed you to kind of define the curls on the closure a little bit more. So I definitely think it's manageable and not a huge con, but I definitely want to point it out because I feel like it is kind of clear to see if that's something that is gonna bother you or something that you care about. In the past, I've had wigs where like the hair on the closure and on the frontal is completely different than the hair that's on the rest of the wig. And I will say that even though the texture and curl pattern is looser on the frontal, it's not like dry or brittle or lesser quality hair than the hair that's on the rest of the wig. I just feel like the texture and curl pattern isn't as defined as the rest of the wig. I did notice a little bit of shedding, but I don't know if I can really speak on that yet because I did just get the wig straight out of the pack and I did cut the wig like from ear to ear to kind of shorten the length of it when I did install the frontal, so that can be causing some of the shedding. It definitely slowed down since I've installed it. I've been playing with the wig and with the hair a lot and I haven't really had much shedding since, but when I was installing the wig and kind of manipulating it a little bit, I definitely noticed a little bit of shedding, so I will just point that out. The wig is extremely soft, so I definitely don't think there's really any tangling. I'm not like running my fingers through the wig because obviously it's like curly and wavy in texture and I don't want to make it extremely frizzy or mess that up. But I am touching the wig and kind of moving it around a lot and fluffing it around, and it's not like stiff or getting like matted or knotted or tangled together, so that definitely is a good sign. The hair is definitely extremely soft, which definitely helps with that as well. I also like and feel like the hair looks natural because it is pretty thick and dense and full and healthy looking, and then it comes to like a little bit of like a thinner end, which looks natural, like how normal hair actually looks. It's not like super blunt and it's also not super thin at the ends. It just kind of looks like how natural healthy hair would look, which is really nice. And I'm gonna show you guys like the curl and texture a little bit closer. Again, I didn't really put too much product on like the curls on the rest of the hair, so they are kind of getting a little bit more frizzy and fluffed up, which I actually like. Again, I feel like that helps to make it look a little more natural and actually real and not so kind of wig-like. I don't really like when hair is too uniform because then I feel like it's kind of like an easy tell or easy giveaway. I definitely think this wig was super easy and super like low maintenance straight out of the box to install and kind of being like ready to wear and install. Like I mentioned, I didn't really do anything to this wig before installing it, and I basically installed it straight out of the box and then just kind of added these baby hairs, and I feel like it actually looks really good, and like I literally could just wear the hair like this. I think I am gonna go in and kind of add some layers to the hair and kind of play around with how I style it a little bit more. So I definitely think, I know I say in like a lot of my hair videos, like I'll do an update or like a styling video, but I definitely think that with this wig, I'm gonna be doing a styling kind of update video. I know this video is probably quick and to the point, but I did wanna kind of just come on here again and show you guys this wig, introduce you to it, share my initial thoughts and review on it with you guys, and kind of do a little show and tell. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope this video was informative or helpful to you. Again, I will have the wig specs, information, and links all linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. I'll also have my Instagram link down below, so you guys can go ahead and follow me over there if you're interested as well. And if you made it to the end of the video, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah. Bye, guys.